Hello everyone, Old School from WhatTheBuck.net. About halfway through this practice. They're in an install phase right now. Overcast weather's been very, very nice for everybody out here. It's Alumni Day apparently. We got some VIPs out here as well. Went over and watched the bigs this morning. We'll do more coverage at the very end with overall once we get another session of 11 on 11s. Watching footwork, still the attention to detail was good. Trying to figure out who those last two offensive linemen are going to be will be an interesting challenge. To be honest, we'll have to see them play against other teams to see how they dance together. The individual drills are interesting, but offensive and defensive lines really are about that choreography between each of the players working in concert with one another. And we saw that in the brief 11 on 11 session that we had earlier in practice when Coach Buckner was yelling at the defensive line. I couldn't tell for what, and I believe he was yelling at the defensive line because he really was just yelling in general about no more excuses, because the offense with Ryan Fitzpatrick marched right down the field, got into field goal range, and converted, which was the goal of that drill. That was ones on ones. The offense looked very good. In fact, the first pass was a great completion. Ryan Fitzpatrick to Chris Godwin. So we'll see how that all plays out. In general, though, weather's good. I see everyone out here. Hargraves is out here practicing. Grimes was not. Grimes is not in pads today. I suspect that's just a veteran thing. He didn't appear to be injured, but I don't know that. I'll leave that to the Peter Reports and the Greg Almonds of the world who pay attention to those things a little bit more closely than I do. But in general, the other thing that I saw today was in the run period, 11 on 11. All of the running backs certainly look fast, but I've said that the last 3 years. Rojo's got some serious jump cut ability, it seems. He's very shifty coming through the line, which is nice to see, but we'll have to see that again when there's full contact going on to see how that translates into real play. So that's the first half of practice. They're finished up the install now. I'll give you more data since it's a media only day. I'll be able to do a better job of covering the 11 on 11. I don't know if we're gonna end up going inside or not. The lighting was pretty bad earlier, but it looks like it's cleared up a little bit. So I think we're gonna end up being outside the entire time. Thanks for tuning in. Make sure to follow us at WhatTheBuck on Twitter, at WhatTheBuck. Follow us on Facebook, facebook.com/WhatTheBuck, and of course go to our website at WhatTheBuck.net, where all of our articles are out there. Jason Delatorre, John Hinkle, Evan Weinish, all those guys putting out great content constantly, which is fantastic. And then of course our podcast will be back this week. I will announce the date. It will probably be Wednesday night for the first podcast, which will be training camp review, and then we will be going back into a regular season schedule. We're trying to get things into Spotify and a couple of other platforms that people have requested. So as soon as we have updates, we'll let you guys know. Thanks, and go Bucs.